Hello everybody, welcome to Gibbon Socks Boxing YouTube channel. As you can all see, I'm joined by Kieran Gething. And Kieran, you got some big news for Welsh boxing and yourself.
Yes, we're back in Abergavenny again. Mo Pryor's putting another show on there, July the 1st, and we're definitely going to have me and Yaxley on this time, which I promised it would happen. So I'm following through with that, and we've got a title on the line as well, IBO Continental title, which is a fantastic governing body, one of the top ones that I rate, to be honest with you. I think they're very ethical, and they're a great company, and looking forward to boxing for this and a couple more of the titles, hopefully. And we got a couple other, hopefully at least one other title on the card. Celtic title fight for JJ Evans, if we can get it put together right. And a massive contingent of Irish coming over as well, by the looks. We've got been working with my manager over there, Ian Goffrin, and he's bringing over Taylor McGoldrick, Conor Kerr, and another gent, Liam Freeman, I think his name is. Two of them making their debuts. And Taylor's coming back after a bit of a layoff, and it's going to be a fantastic night. I love the Irish, and they like to play.
Yeah, so exciting stuff. Yaxley, you deserve a lot of credit for taking that fight. I think he's 12-0. I think his record.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have taken a lot easier fights than that.
Yeah. There's always the option too, but look at my career. I've never been one to take the easy option all the time.
Yeah, so Yaxley, 12-0, he'd obviously be coming to win. I think he's in his early 20s. He feels, I guess, you'll be a stepping stone for him. That's what he's looking at, I presume.
You'd like to think that he's coming there with a good ambition. So yeah, they were the first team to accept us without hesitation for the last show, and we couldn't deliver the title on it. So this time we have delivered the title, so now he just needs to deliver himself. And I'm hoping to promoting up in North Wales anyway, regardless of the decision of this at the end of the year. So it's a good link builder or bridge builder for me, and our team type of thing. But also, either way the fight goes, it's going to be excellent, because there's opportunities of rematches, there's opportunities of different opponents or different titles after this one. So there's plenty of things that's going to be positive just from this fight alone.
The title, IBO Intercontinental title, why did you decide to go on that route? As opposed to a Celtic title or another more established domestic title?
Yeah, the Celtic title wasn't an option for us. Apparently because we're both Welsh, which is a bit of a strange decision, I think. But the IBO is a route that I've considered. We had talks with the WBC, and they weren't too keen on sanctioning us for this one. But we'll hopefully be looking that route for myself later on down the line. But the IBO was pretty much my second choice body, because they're, like I say, really ethical, and they are a fantastic body, and it's a clear route as well. There's other members of our team that can get fights in place for us all to progress.
And obviously, fighting for the IBO title will give you a ranking with them. And move you up the rankings in their body, which is part of the reason why people fight for these titles. I don't think perhaps fans don't quite understand sometimes how it works.
No, but you are spot on there. It gives me a world ranking with the IBO, and begins my journey to working as high as I can to get in the IBO. So
what ambitions you got in boxing now, mate? I know you've been pro for, I'm just trying to think, 70 years now, is it?
It's about that long, yeah. To be honest, it's probably my last year in boxing now. But I plan on going as far as I can. Is like I said, we're going to the IBO because it's a clear route of progression through there for us, and hopefully I can just take my opportunities and Yaxley being the first hurdle on that. I really do believe that I've got the tools and the experience to do the job on him, and I can see positives coming from my performance that people are going to be really impressed with.
You mentioned JJ Evans will be having a title fight on the card as well. JJ from Cardiff, very good boxer.
Yeah.
Any potential opponents you can tell us about?
We're 10-0. There's a couple of potentials. We've tried talking to the Donovans about Edward Donovan coming over, but Tony Bellew hasn't got back to us on that one at the minute. So trying to find maybe a potential change of opponent for him. But that was the fight that we were trying to make. And yet, going forward, there's plenty of options for him there. He's 10-0, but no major knockouts. Not any knockouts on his record, so people are going to see maybe that as an opportunity, but little do they know how good of a boxer Jamie is. We all in Wales know that he's won countless national titles and done it in style, so bit of luck he'll be doing it again for a Celtic title and stepping forward himself as well. Back with Darren Wilson's probably the best place for him, because I think he fills any of his fighters with confidence.
It's interesting, JJ's style, because he's like, almost like a pure boxer. He's not really, I don't think he carries too much power, but he'd probably look better against better opponents. I mean, it's difficult for someone like Jamie to look good against these journeyman type guys who are just there to survive.
Yeah, and I don't think he's got any interest in fighting journeyman either. He'll be really disappointed if we can't pull off a big fight for him on this one. So I think it's got to be delivered for him. And like you say, he's a pure boxer. And to be honest with you, he might not have any knockouts, but he does slap a bit. He hit me about a couple of times. So yeah, he's going to do a good job, I think. And you know, the guys we're working with on this card is fantastic. We've got Gary Lockett's boys, Pat Barrett's boys, Chris Sanagar's boys, kids from all over, and obviously Mo Pryor's own stable, including myself on there. He's about 3 or 4 with 5 maybe different managers all putting boys on this card, which is wicked to see, and I can't wait. And
Ethan George, are we going to see a rematch? Is he rematching his previous opponent?
We're hoping so.
That was, I got to say, that fight, that's one of the best small hall fights I've watched in a very, very long time.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise you, Ethan, being involved with something like that, because he wears his heart on his sleeve. But yes, sadly, I don't think we're going to get the rematch of that one. We did want it over 6, but for whatever reason, the opponent chose not to take us up on it. But I'm sure Ethan George is going to be putting on a fireworks display anyway. As you saw from the last one, the opponent coming forward made it a good fight, but Ethan's got enough there just to stand there with anybody and make it a good fight. So we're hoping to get him a nice step up 6-rounder and get him a step closer to picking up titles himself as well.
And same venue as last time?
Yeah, Abergavenny Market Hall again. We were looking at maybe looking at the football pitch and do something on here, but I think it's just the wrong time of year for them. So maybe that's something we can look at down the line. But yeah, the Market Hall is a fantastic venue, and the camera team we've got on this one, they're going to make it look fantastic as well. And I think you could tell from even the live commentary that we did last time, the streaming with yourself and Richie Garner on it, you could see how excited the you guys were watching the show, and what the atmosphere felt like behind you. Do you know what I mean? So anyone who wants just a little taste of that should turn up and buy a ticket, because it's not going to be 4 fights this time, put it that way.
What did you learn regarding putting on a show from the last event? I mean, most of the things fair play to you, when you were boxing that night, you were running around trying to organise various different things. I mean, what have you learned about it yourself? I mean, what have you taken for it?
Yeah, nothing too shocking. I've done amateur shows before, and Mo takes obviously all the credit for how the shows run, or how the show turns out. But as far as just things running around with wage packets and things like that, if everything goes to plan and we get the press conference and stuff and the weigh-ins and all where we want to this time, we'll be a lot more prepared for it. And had everything gone to plan last time, it would have all been set out before I got to the venue. But the only change we've got this time is a bit of a quicker turnaround because they've got a market on a Saturday, so we got to put everything away before the ring goes in. But yeah, we'll have hopefully a 7:30 kickoff and go into the late of the night with, like I say, 2 titles topping the bill with some luck. Okay,
it sounds exciting stuff. When do tickets become available for this if they're not already?
Yeah, so next Friday, or this Friday coming, sorry, everyone should have their tickets available. You can get them directly from the fighters. I've got a bit of a list of them here. We've got Kane Shepherd, Carvel Crocker, Christian Tews, Ethan George, Jamie Evans, Taylor McGoldrick from over in Ireland, Conor Kerr from over in Ireland, and Liam Freeman in Ireland, Jake Tinklin, Ryan Pocock, Jamie Lee and Aaron Bird as well, which is, you've got everything from national champions of seniors multiple times there to boys who haven't had much experience turn straight over, and Nathan Howell as well. We've got Nathan Howell on it too.
Well, it's interesting. You got. I know we've already mentioned it, but you got a really good mix of different fighters from different stables, which is refreshing to see.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has any prejudice towards me yet. You're all still happy.
It'll come.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. But for now, I'm jumping on the bandwagon of being the naive boxer that just wants to see good boxing done. So I don't care if people want to be selfish or if they don't want to help on one show. They're more than welcome to help me out on the next one. So with a bit of luck, we'll keep on seeing these shows with lots of stables on, and in the future we'll be looking at Carvel Crocker versus Ethan George or Taylor Christian Tews versus Jay Tinklin, things like this. Or maybe that was a bit of a dodgy weight choice there, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
I understand. I think everyone understands the point. I mean, and that's what I think. Well, Welsh boxing and just boxing in general really needs is these type of fights. I think guys need to be matched a bit in tougher fights earlier in their careers, which happens a lot in mixed martial arts, but not so much in professional boxing.
Yeah, but I've always said MMA's about 100 years behind boxing, because it will happen to MMA. They will, when they realise how much they're worth, they'll start padding their records a bit. But
well, there are actually. I've done commentary on a few MMA shows now the last couple of years, and you do sort of see the same faces turn up as journeyman MMA type fighters. But I think the difference in MMA is, as a journeyman MMA fighter, you're a lot more likely to win, I think, than a journeyman boxer. Just because of there's so many different ways to win in MMA, whereas in boxing, really, you're limited, really. But
yeah, you are right. But like I said, I see MMA as just boxing 100 years ago, because essentially that's what it was. It couldn't have come about through nothing. But yeah, it's a great sport, but it'll never be boxing, in my opinion.
Okay, well, I think you're a little bit biased, but we won't hold that against you. Okay then, mate. Well, it's been great to chat to you today. People follow you on social media just to keep for updates on the show?
Yeah, definitely. At Kieran Gething on all the medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and there's plenty of updates going to be coming. We're releasing new artwork and things over the next week or so. We'll be adding a full list of the card in the next 10 days maybe, and hopefully we'll be getting some promo footage up, seeing a bit of the taste of some of the guys who are going to be boxing on there, and when we get ever closer to the press conference and things like that, it'll be a bit of a fun time, and it'll be a good week for everyone, especially for Welsh boxing.
And you didn't mention it there, but you've got a very good YouTube channel as well with lots of exclusive footage on.
Yes, Boxing in Wales, if you can follow that. We'll hopefully be getting some really good stuff from behind the scenes, if you like. We do normally concentrate on amateur boxing in Wales here, but as the amateur season dies down, we'll be focusing on the pro stuff, and hopefully we'll have a full list of the championships videos to add up on the YouTube soon as well in the next couple of weeks. So keep following, and hope you enjoy everything we're doing.
And just regarding the championships, I mean, I wasn't able to make it, unfortunately, but I saw a lot of things online regarding the scoring. I mean, what can you comment on that? I mean, I know it's a really difficult job being a judge and a ref, especially in amateur boxing. These guys don't get paid for it.
I've been in boxing long enough to not be surprised by any decisions, really. And when you take into account how different judges can award different styles differently, you know, you can't be shocked by anything. There's 2 or 3 that'll happen in a tournament, but you go, geez, you know, there's no way that should have happened. For me, the obvious one on the championship finals was the super heavyweights. I thought the other gent won it in the red corner, but the boy in the blue won it. And for me, it was, how could you award it the other way? But then again, like I said, you can have anyone assess it differently. And for whenever I was boxing, I'd shake the judge's hand, shake the referee's hand before the decision, and you know, you don't hold it against them, even though you know the poor referees, and it's not like you can avoid them. So you're just gotta get on with it.
Yeah, and I think I'm right in saying, I think the Welsh Amateur Boxing Association is actually looking for more referees and judges. So if anyone is watching this and they do think they can do a better job, well, contact their local amateur gym, and then they can apply through their local gym to become a ref or a judge.
Definitely, we've got like fathers down the gym in Abergavenny Boxing Club. We've got some of the fathers that I'd like them to get involved, and you know, it's helpful to have a referee in the gym, because you can you know, practice that situation. You can have a referee with the guys who haven't had fights. It'll bring them on in experience wise. And previously, I've put a couple of people's name forward for it, and the association didn't want to know. And now, like you say, in the last year or so, they're really pushing to get more people involved. And it's not even if you think you can do better; it's if you want to make everything better. It doesn't matter if you're the worst one to ever do it. You still add into the pool. And hopefully you get educated enough, and when you're around good boys, you'll be better yourself.
Okay then, mate. It's been great to chat to you. Remember to follow Kieran's YouTube channel. It's really good. There's lots of good stuff on there. And contact Kieran or one of the fighters on the card for tickets. Sounds like a really exciting event, and I'm really looking forward to it. And it's hopefully going to be a new dawn for Welsh boxing.
Shadow boxers come in.
Okay, mate. Cheers, Kieran. Let's see you soon.
Thanks, Keith.
Cheers, mate.